If you haven't tried Korean food, I'll advise you try it because it's probably one of the best foods I've had, and you just want to keep eating. It's that good. So for those of you who didn't know, I have moved to South Korea, and I'm gonna show you on this video what to expect if you get an assignment to Kunsan Air Base. It's gonna be solely based on my experience. So I've been here for a couple months now, and I got train to catch. And the cab is here. So it's a Saturday morning. We just got out of our dream guest house and we're walking through these alleys. Check these out. This is one thing you'll notice in Korea but nowhere else. They made use of those tires. They're planting like flowers and such on the middle of the alleyway, which is kind of awesome, you know. And one thing to expect in Korea, if you're coming to Korea, is there are a lot of cafes here. Coffee is really good. It's not bad at all. Like, you know what I mean? There's one right there. There's another one right there. We're at the train station right now, going to this electronic market in Yongsan. It should be fairly close. We're taking a subway system here and trying to find out our direction. So guys, we are at the Yongsan electronics market, and this place is wild. That's something that you want to expect. If you come to Korea, make sure you come here because you can literally find anything that has to do with electronics. I'm talking about like big ass like 4 or 5 story buildings. Like they have like a strips of like street food, like just that in one city, one part of the city, and then they have this electronic market on one side of the city, like huge. Like I'm talking about like blocks of them. And we're about to get some more food, obviously, because if you haven't tried Korean food, I'll advise you try it because it's probably one of the best foods I've had, and you just want to keep eating. It's that good. So, try some food. It's awesome. So guys, I'm going to talk about a few things that you need to expect if you're PCSing here as a military. First thing first is the curfew. Curfew is taken very seriously here. It starts from 12 o'clock at night and until 5 in the morning. Those 5 hours, you can't be seen outside whatsoever. If you're inside of the base, then it doesn't matter. But if you're outside of base, going on a weekend trips, and you're caught outside, you get in a lot of trouble. That's something that you want to avoid at any cost. The national police, they know that you're military and they'll catch you after 12 and you get in a lot of trouble. So it's taken very seriously, and even if you are in a cab and your cab breaks down and then you make it to the gate and it's like 12:05 or 12:01, you're still in trouble. You still violated the curfew and you'll be punished as such. That's something you might want to expect before you come here. And another thing that you might want to expect is there is a huge drinking culture here. Like all the squadrons, they have their own hooches. Hooches are like a place you hang out, people you work with in your squadron. So like it's essentially a bar with pool tables, dartboards and music and stuff like that. They don't charge you anything for drinks. So people do that a lot here, and some people drink a little too much. You know, don't drink too much and be responsible. I don't really go to the hooches that much, maybe once in blue moon, but things get out of hand when drinks are cheap and free. So drinking culture is really huge here, and that's something that you might want to expect before you come here. And also, if you're into outdoors and if you like to go out and explore the country and whatnot, try some food, the outdoor rec is really active here. Like they have trips every single week from skiing to paragliding to hiking trips to anything you could think of. They have something every single week, and they're fairly cheap too. Like it usually includes the transportation there and back, and sometimes they have weekend trips for like snowboarding, skiing and things like that. So if you're into being outside and exploring the country, that's another very good opportunity, because the outdoor rec here is very active. And another thing to expect here in Kunsan Air Base is we have our own base taxi service. So it's only for base personnel. So if you need to go out to eat with your friends or go from one side of the base to the other or what have you, you can always order a taxi. Taxi drivers, they're all locals here, so their English is very limited, but they know places, they know where people go to hang out. Yeah, so taxi service is really great. You can text a taxi and they'll text you back as to where they are. You will not get lost even if you don't know any Korean. I mean, you'll have a hard time, but you won't get lost. Oh, and also you might be very familiar with the Google Map. Google Maps don't work here at all. So you want to download this app called Naver app, Naver. Naver app, that's a Korean version of Google Maps, and it will have like the direction for buses, trains, everything, like in terms of finding stuff. So let's summarize what you have learned in this video as far as what you can expect before coming to Kunsan Air Base. You walk everywhere because you can own a vehicle here. So if you want to bring your bike, you better use a TMO to ship it here or buy one over here. And it's not cheap too. There's a taxi service, so you can always use a taxi. And obviously you can use public transportation, but it's going to take longer and you're probably going to get lost. Try food. The food is phenomenal here. Drink, have a good time, but don't go out of control. Stay away from this. This is soju with a red top. Stay away from this. Go to places. It's awesome here. Everything is perfect. The coffee is really good. If you go to like a local coffee shops, they're everywhere. Go out, explore, go on the hikes. Tons of things to do. People are very nice. The transportation, the trains, everything is super clean. Even the buses are super awesome. They recline all the way back, comfortable. So go out, explore, and you have a great time. And if you like this video, give that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Don't forget about the curfew. Don't be dumb and drunk.